It's Mega Money Monday. It's good morning. Woo, we're starting a little early today because I'm just pumped up, baby. I'm pumped up. Just like GameStop this morning, also pumping. What's good? Right now, we're looking here at the QQQ. We had a big move there on the Qs on Friday. Big move down, big move up. Looking a little bit like a cup and handle type of setup here. We do have a small gap in the chart here from the close on Friday. So what an absolute insane move there on Friday. Absolutely insane. It's insane. It's absolutely insane. I'm telling you, it's crazy. Absolutely crazy here, people. Look at this thing. Oh my baby Jesus. What a move. That end of day move as well. Absolutely insane. So we are getting ready. We're starting it out here. You know what time it is. It's Mega Money Mondays. If you didn't wake up this morning excited to make some money, get the fuck out of here. We got no time for your bullshit. All right. So you can see here that kind of cup and handle playing out on the NASDAQ. Well, there's your handle, but there's your cup, your handle. So pretty aggressive move back up there on Friday. Very aggressive move. And what's interesting too is look at how the pivot points played out there, right? Pivot point. Look where we reversed at the lows. Where did we reverse? We reversed off the lows right there at the pivot point. Wow, who would have thought? Pivot points love to get touched. And this end of day ripper though, oh my baby Jesus. This is the 15-minute chart, by the way. 15-minute chart. We get back above the VWAP here and look at this absolute, just insanity. Insanity here. Look at that, getting back above the VWAP right there, and then within 20 minutes, a 20-minute move for about 200 points there. 200 points on that move back up. What did I, just crazy. Crazy, man. Absolutely crazy. Oh, buddy. Somebody's asking about the VWAP. What days on the VWAP you use? Just like this? I don't know. Anchor period session. I don't know if this is the best settings or what, but this is the settings that I've been using pretty much for my entire life. My entire life of trading with the VWAP, I've used these settings basically. So crazy. All right. Pulling up the hourly chart here on the NASDAQ right now. Just kind of going across here price action wise. What do we got? So that big move on Friday, that hourly candle there from the 352 straight back up. Boner candle from hell. Anybody that was short down here at the 360s. Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy, that's a little wild. Anybody get that move on Friday? Anybody trade that end of day move on Friday? Who traded that? I know somebody traded it. Who traded it? Let me know. Repeat of Friday. Oh, Chad Cobra, we'll see. Is it a repeat? What's the repeat? Sell off and then rip higher? And overnight, we had a huge move on GameStop. GameStop's up like 80%. The Roaring Kitty came out and said, or I guess he posted his position on GameStop. That guy making a lot of money playing the, I don't even know what you call it, playing the social media game, baby. All right now, pulling up the ES here. ES and NASDAQ, both very similar moves. The ES actually had a much stronger move there end of day on Friday, which is interesting because you see how the NASDAQ got stuck kind of at the highs from that Friday morning move. The ES blasted right through there, so interesting. Both the Dow and the ES just ripping to the moon there on Friday. It's funny too because the Dow really didn't dip much. There wasn't much of a move down on the Dow Jones there on Friday, so well, let's see what happens. If you guys haven't already hit that like button, subscribe button, you know what to do. We are live. We're doing it. It's free to like, free to watch. Kyle Graves took a trip to the Philippines. All right, all right. Does the manufacturing PMI numbers move the market? I would think so. Anything with PMI, anything that has to do with inflation, I feel like moves the market pretty good. S&P Global US manufacturing PMI numbers coming out at 9:45. I would say expect some volatility. There's also the ISM manufacturing PMI number at 10 o'clock as well. So we got 9:45 numbers. We got 10 o'clock numbers. Oh, buddy. It's Monday. At least we got news today. Morning. Good morning. It's Monday morning. We got some news coming out today. It should be a fun-filled day of action. So we'll see what happens. Jonathan, how come you do not use tick charts anymore? I don't know. I kind of switch back and forth sometimes. Just depends, I guess. I don't know, man. Everybody's always asking me like questions on like, why do you not do this? Why do you do that? Hey, yeah, I'm just a person out here just trying to make a dollar. All right. Going into the 9 o'clock hour here, we've got the NASDAQ up there to the 18,700 level. We'll see what happens here today. Chad Cobra said 478 today's low. Back into this area, huh? Pivot point there at the 18,500s. Okay. Fair enough. Everyone's allowed an opinion, you know? Everyone is allowed an opinion. Patrick, do you ever start trading earlier around 4 a.m.? I try to sleep in at 4 a.m. What do you think about the Apex payout issues? You mean the Apex payout issues, meaning that people are gambling or they're not following the rules or they're dollar cost averaging or those payout issues? Yeah, I guess those are payout issues, but Patrick, what do you think about Apex saying open range trading is against the rules for hoping and guessing? I think when they're talking about open range trading, they're talking about putting a buy limit or a sell limit, like a buy stop limit, basically at the top of the range or the bottom of the range, creating like a bracket order basically, which some people try to do, but I feel like that's pretty much guessing. Armin, you're missing out on some juicy trades for the early birds. Well, guess what, Armin? I'm also fucking a human being and I'd rather sleep, you know? Can't trade every minute of every day, you know? People like trying to wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning trading and then fucking doing other stuff, you know? What the fuck? Can't do it all. You got to figure out what works for you and then trade it. And let the rest of don't worry about it. Right now, you know what they say. Gaps love to get filled. Woo! Guys, I'm not gonna sit here. We're not gonna sit here and turn every fucking live stream into a Q&A about Apex's rules and all that. Like I don't know to tell you. If you don't like it, I don't know. It's just you gotta figure it out for yourself. This is not a Q&A every day of debating and talking about the rules for Apex. So like Trades by Matt, he got his payout denied, and then he came out and he admitted that he was dollar cost averaging when he was in the red and trading off stream. So The truth is always out there. I still have not heard of someone getting their payouts denied when they actually don't break the rules. So, you know, at the end of the day, Apex has paid out more than any other prop firm there is in the entire world. So, when it comes to futures, you could combine every other futures prop firm payouts, combine them, right? And guess what? Literally, Apex has paid out more than all of them combined. So you can sit here and say, oh, Apex is a scam, Apex is a scam, but if they've paid out more than any other prop firm there is, what does that mean? You know? And also, if your payout gets denied, you don't lose the profit in the account. You can still trade the account. You just got to trade for 10 more days and follow the rules, you know? So you should go on a podcast, Words of Wisdom podcast. Why the fuck would I go on that podcast? It's literally the biggest joke in the industry. A bunch of idiots literally sitting around circle jerking each other. I don't need to go on a podcast. I have Patrick Wieland's I'm on a live stream every day doing my own podcast. Like, why would I ever go on a podcast with someone smaller than me? I am my own podcast, you know? Dollar cost averaging is a legit trading strategy. I do it every day. Okay, Empire Jamie, that's great. Go trade your own money then and do it. I mean, hey, you know, it's up to you, buddy. What is a circle jerk? It's called Words of Wisdom. If you want to learn about what a circle jerk is, go watch the new podcast with Lambo Raoul and all those bad baddies. What are my outlooks today for gap fills? Well, take a look at the QQQ here. We are opening up with a small gap here, not massive, not a big crazy gap or anything like that. There is news at 9:45. There is news at 10 a.m. as well. So we'll see what happens. I got to be gone. I'm done trading today by 10 o'clock. I got a meeting I got to go down to at 11 o'clock. It's like an hour fucking away down in Kendall. Ugh, Miami. Kill me now. Kill me now. I am not looking forward to that. All right, right now, just looking here at the NASDAQ. NASDAQ. If dollar cost averaging doesn't work, why are there so many payouts denied for payout request? Like, see, Chris, like that right there is just like are you keeping track of how many payouts are actually paid out versus denied? You know what I mean? Like, do the math. Like, that's what's so funny. Here's the thing, right? When you go on fucking Yelp, when you go on somewhere and you look at reviews, people that are upset, people that are mad or whatever it is, they're angry, like they're the ones who leave the most reviews. They're the ones who are the most boisterous. The guy who gets a payout, right? The guy who gets paid out by Apex, guess what he doesn't do? He doesn't go on Twitter and talk shit. He doesn't go on Discord and talk shit because guess what? He got paid out. But the guy who dollar cost averages and gambles and does all the other stupid shit, well, guess what? When his payout gets denied, he goes all over Twitter. He goes all over Discord. He goes all over YouTube telling everybody it's a scam. It's a scam. It's a scam. You know, like, think about that. Stephen H. I want to make it very clear. One more time. Listen up, motherfuckers. It's very simple. It's very simple, right? When you go and you sign up for Apex, right? What do? You have to accept their terms. You have to accept their terms. They say, look, this is what we want you to do. We want this, this, or this. If you don't fucking like it, don't fucking use it. It's literally mind-blowing that people get so upset. They're like, I hate their rules. Their rules are the worst. It's like, okay, well, don't fucking use them. You know what I mean? Don't fucking use them. That's totally fine. Like, trade your own fucking money. Apex is a service that is offering you like, look, if you do this, we'll pay you. If you don't do this, we won't pay you. You know? Like, when you go to the fucking casino and you walk in and you play fucking roulette, do you get mad? Do you get mad that there's fucking like rules with roulette? Do you? When you play roulette, you're like, oh fuck. You know, I think it's a scam that there's a 00 and there's a 0. It's a scam. It's a scam. You know, like, that's what's so funny. It's like, the rules are there. Just don't, just don't do it. The biggest problem for Apex right now is the reason they're having all these problems is because they've had a massive amount of new traders start up trading, and that has led to a lot more people trying to game the system, trying to gamble, trying to do windfalls. So it's just part of growing, right? The prop firm is growing. There's more traders than ever. Those new traders are coming along. They're trying to scam it, and it is what it is. You know? They're just enforcing them. I mean, that's literally what it comes down to, because all of a sudden they have thousands of new traders, and there's, 10% of those are trying to do shit where they're like fucking with it, and it's just what it is. You know? It's just part of the business. I don't know. You can sit here all day long and argue with people and say that Apex is a scam all you want. But again, the facts don't lie. There's one very simple fact. Apex has paid out more than any other prop firm in the entire industry. You know, that's all it comes down to. Think about that. I mean, it's like, what's the argument? Okay, like, what do you want to argue about? I don't know. Like, fucking argue about it all you want. But like, look. $68 million in the last 90 days. How is it? Apex is such a scam. They're such a scam. They paid out 182 million since 2022. This number right here is more than every other prop firm in the space. Every other prop firm in the space combined. Combine all the other prop firms' payouts, and Apex is already is more. You know? Think about it. I don't know about FTMO. I'm talking about futures. All right, going into open right now, we got the VWAP to the downside. We've got remember, kind of the close on Friday down here at the 18,600 level, about 100 points off of that close from Friday here on, actually, like, kind of like here. Like, what, 580, right? So. On the QQQ right now, I've got the 15-minute chart pulled up there, but sometimes I normally go like the 5-minute chart. You can see the gap, the overnight gap there on the Qs right now. 451.58, so about a $3 move to the downside. $3 move, we'll call it. To the downside there on the QQQ right now. We got a pivot point. We're pushing up into that pivot point here on the Qs for now. QQQ, the ETF that tracks the NASDAQ. So going into open, we have to be aware that there's a gap to the downside here. Does that mean it's gonna fill right away? No. Doesn't mean that. I would not just be like, okay, I'm gonna get shorted open and just hope and pray. You know, if it starts moving, you know, if we start moving down, well, there's your target. You know? So, just being aware. Just be aware. We got big news at 9:45 and 10 o'clock today. Gap in the chart. It's time to party, baby. It's time to party, 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 party. Patrick, what music do you have on right now? Just a little playlist. Patrick, do you change your contract size or stick to one size? It really just depends on the price action. I try to trade like 2 contracts to 4 contracts per account. So 2 to 4 contracts per account. It just depends, kind of like, I think the price action. If I feel like the price action is really clean and I think we're gonna get a really good move, then I'll size up 4 contracts. What ticker do you trade? NASDAQ, NQ, futures, my friend. We are trading futures here. Are you supposed to buy crypto when it's low and just wait until it gets higher? I mean, that's normally the best strategy. That's normally the best strategy, you know. It's better to buy low than buy high, you know. Are we gonna fill the gap today? Anything's possible. Are you dating Tanya Trades? Definitely not. Tanya's like a little sister to me or something. She's like a trading bro. Tanya's a trading sister. Sister bro. Kind of like a bro sister. Sister bro. Whatever you call it. What is your bias for the day? Well, we know gaps love to get filled. Gaps love to fill, The gaps love to get filled. All right. Anybody talking about Tanya doing whatever you're talking about? You're getting banned from the chat. I got the McLaren back. I do, yes. Got the McLaren and the Hummer in the garage now. I got the McLaren and the Hummer in the garage, baby. Ooh, it's big. Where is the gap at? Guys, come on. I mean, think about it. Where is the gap? I don't know. Where do we close at on Friday? Just look at the fucking chart. Where did we close out on Friday? Where, Patrick? Where did we close? I'm so confused. We closed right here on Friday. Look at the QQQ. Right now, pushing up there into the 454 pivot point. Your little yellow line is the close on Friday, 451 area. Did I go fishing this weekend? I did not go fishing this weekend. I went on the boat. I went to the hockey game. I went to the Panthers hockey game. We beat the New York Rangers. The Florida Panthers are going to the Stanley Cup. Who would have thought? A Florida ice hockey team. A Florida ice hockey team. Who would have thought? God, you know what'd be really bad? Is getting beat by a Florida team. Like if I was at New York Rangers, the saddest part ever, like of my life, would be losing to a Florida ice hockey team. That's got to be rough. It's got to be rough, man. The funny part was going into the arena on Saturday night. There was so many we have a lot of New Yorkers. A lot of New Yorkers live in Florida. So there was a lot of New York Rangers fans at the, you know, at the game. So it was very interesting because, like, there was a lot of, you know, blue. And once the first goal that the Panthers made, seeing the face of defeat, you know, it's not a good day to be a Rangers fan. They're facing a Canadian team. Well, that'll be fun. Hey, I know that the guys on the team are not from Florida. Come on. If I was a hockey player, though, I mean, if I was a hockey player, like, I feel like living in Florida would be, like, probably one of the better places, you know? Like, it's fucking sunny. It's beautiful. It's not cold. There's no ice. There's no snow. Like, imagine having to live in Canada, you know, as a professional hockey player. Like, that would not be fun. And so, Patrick, how old are you? 35, baby. Good luck with the hurricanes. I've lived in Florida my whole life, and no hurricane has taken me out yet, so I'll be okay. Don't worry, everybody. Those big bad hurricanes. I'm so scared. Brian Jordan, Patrick, I want to create a trader station. Can you show me your station? I'll show you mine if you show me yours, Jordan. Have you ever had a crocodile come up to your house since you live next to the water? No. Not a lot of crocodiles. Oh, man. Have you always lived in Florida? Born and raised in Florida, man. I'm a Floridian. I'm a real deal Floridian, baby. All right, so as you can see right now, check it out. The QQQ pushed up there to that pivot point, 454.44. Going into open here. We got news today, 9:45 news. We got 10 o'clock news. It's time to party, baby. What is GameStop doing? GameStop, what do you think? What's the chances that GameStop fills the gap back to the 20s today? I think it's pretty high. I'm interested to see GameStop here today. What's gonna happen? What's the biggest fish you have caught? 317 pounds. Swordfish. Patrick, did you like Paris? Yeah, I did like Paris. Have you ever caught a Goliath grouper? I have not. Not really big into fighting big bottom fish. Mumbotron said that he sees GME going to $60 before coming back. Yeah, yeesh. I don't know about that. We'll see. Maybe. How's the McLaren? It's pretty good. Yeah, no, it's pretty fucking insane. It's annoying because, like, there's just nowhere to drive it. You know? Do you worry about the rising sea levels? Rising sea levels are a scam. The sea levels are not rising. So, it's actually true. The sea levels are not rising. What about the floods in Miami? The reason that Miami floods is because of the infrastructure. In Miami, they built a bunch of concrete roads and everything's all concrete. So when it rains and stuff in Miami, they actually end up creating a massive flood zone because of the people in Miami have no fucking clue that it's Florida. The people that build cities in Florida don't understand what the fuck Florida is. The politicians and the idiots that are approving all these big buildings and all the infrastructure, they got no idea. They don't understand that we live on a fucking aquifer, and pretty much if you dig under the ground, you hit water instantly. So... have I ever thought about being on Wicked Tuna? I'm living Wicked Tuna every day, baby. You guys got the questions coming in hot today. The market right now, the QQQ, big old gap here in the chart. Let's see what happens. We got 9:45 news. We got 10 o'clock news today. It's going to be hot, hot, hot. Looking at the ES right now. ES going sideways. That big move up on the ES there on Friday. Big move up. Pretty wild. Pretty wild here to see the ES. That... I don't know why the ES kept on going, ripping up there, but pivot points love to get touched here. Patrick, since futures don't have a gap, but the QQQ has one, do you still think we might close the gap on the QQQ? I think so. Remember, NASDAQ futures are a contract based on the NASDAQ, right? Futures don't move the market. Underlying stocks move the market. Remember that, people. Futures do not move the market. Underlying stocks move the market. So no contracts from the future sides move the market. No, it's called futures for a reason. It's a contract. It's basically like trading options, but less. Well, it's kind of like trading options, but not, because there's no underlying value. Are we moving up or down to close this gap? Right now we are moving up here, but we have the gap there in the chart. I don't really see any gaps above us. There's a small gap here at the 455s that has not been filled. 455.84, a gap in the chart there. Right now at the 454s here. There's that gap back there. This is back from Wednesday in May. Does important news at 9:45 mess with the opening range trade? Not really. Still gives you an idea. So we'll see what happens here. Now there's no regular trading hours. We didn't fill that gap there, so. That gap there, that's back from May 29th. Dollar trending down, going into open right here. NASDAQ sitting at the 18,700 level. Let's see what happens. It's weird when you set the when you put the NASDAQ to regular trading hours, it doesn't show you like where the current price is. Why is that? Yeah, but look, when you go to, when you look at the QQQ chart, look at the QQQ chart here. So the QQQ chart shows you, even on regular trading hours, it shows you where the current price is pre-market, which is right here, 454.70. So when you go to extended trading hours, see where that, I'm just wondering, I wonder why the NASDAQ, the QQQ, the NQ doesn't show it like that. Because this is the electronic trading hours. This is the regular trading hours. See that little dotted line still shows you where the price is pre-market. I guess it's like a trading view issue. On the QQQ, the gap has already been filled. No, these little prints here do not count. This is not, these are not real. Everything that happens pretty much pre-market does not count as a gap fill. Now, let's say the market pulls back before open. Like, let's say we go up here and then the market opens right where we close out on Friday. So that would obviously be different. But going into open here, let's see what happens. What's the equivalent level of the QQQ gap fill in the NASDAQ? Pretty much 18,000, like 580 area, I'd say, on the NASDAQ here. Looking at the 15-minute chart right now. We got some resistance coming up here. This 730 area. Then we got a pivot point at the 59s. We got a lot of resistance here. Bang, 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 bang. Resistance pretty much 720 up there to the 750s or so, 780, 770s. So a lot of resistance there we're pushing up into right now. We got the VWAP down here, 18,650. And well, it is getting close to time, to killing time, baby. It's time to make some money, 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 money. Remember, we got news today, 9:45 news. We got 10 o'clock news, so. Whoop, 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 whoop. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Whoop, 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 whoop. Woo. That daily candle, holy shit. Look at that daily candle from Friday. Talk about a reversal candle. Oh my baby Jesus, look at that thing. I haven't seen a candle like that in a hot minute. I guess I really haven't been looking at the daily chart in a hot minute, but look at that shit. Oh my God. The best part is they somehow closed it right where it pretty much opened at there. That's impressive. That's fucking impressive, actually. That's impressive. That's real impressive. So we did break out of this downward trend here. So we got about 50 seconds, 1 minute till market opens. We got the VWAP to the downside here. We got that gap on the QQQ. Let's see. We're breaking out here on the NASDAQ, trying to push it, push it, push it. We will see what happens here at open. 9:45 numbers coming out here, and then 10 o'clock. It's time to party. Dollar selling off here. The ES, the NASDAQ, everything's pushing up. Woo! Patience, my friends, patience. You want to make money, you got to be patient. It's time. If you guys haven't already hit that like button, do me a favor, blow up that like button as we get this party started. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. A little bit of trouble on the NASDAQ there at the 720s for now. If they lose that 18,700 level, it's trouble. Now we're testing that 18,700 level. Oh my baby Jesus. No trades, just sitting here waiting and watching this price action right now. Be careful, my friends. We got 9:45 numbers. We got 10 o'clock numbers here today. So plenty of time to make money. There's no rush. No rush. Still holding on there at the 700 level for now. We got to get this below the 700s, and then I think we get down there to the VWAP next. First 2-minute candle closing pretty much as a doji here. The bears, the bulls, the battle is real. Straight up there to the 730s now. All right, we know there's a lot of resistance there at the 30s. Let's see how this is going to react. Getting denied up there at the 30s for now. Still just being patient. We're right there at that pivot point on the QQQ as well. ES looking a little weak here. The Dow still pushing up. Dow's actually selling off. Never mind. Dow's selling off here. NASDAQ sitting right here at the open, basically. We knew there was a lot of resistance here at the 720, 730 level. We got these numbers coming out at 945. Resistance, resistance. Looking weak here. I'm gonna look for this move down through the 700s now. Get right through the 700s there. Tapping 700s there again. Break that 700 level. Need to lose that 700 support. Being stubborn there at 700 for now. Just holding on there. Trouble, trouble. Not looking good. Take out this high again. Oh, buddy. Some real scammy price action here. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Risking it for the biscuit, baby. See if we sell back through the 720s here again. I'm going to add if we break 720 here. Oh. I went full Jimmy Dean this morning. Jimmy. I went Jimmy status. Jimmy DeButler. And bull flagging here on the 1 minute chart. This thing's got to crack 20s or I'm in trouble. I'm already in trouble, but see if we can crack that 20 level. $20 trouble there. Basically risking $2,000 across all the accounts here. I know it looks like a lot, but there's multiple accounts here. So if we get stopped out, we get stopped out. Oh my. Not looking good. And stopped out there. Now it's gonna pull back. Fucking A. 15-minute strategy. Bow, bow. Ripping. I just was looking for that break. I thought we were gonna break that 700 level and just kind of move right back down there, but obviously did not work out in our favor here for now, so it's all good. You live and you learn, baby. Market just wants to go up, up, up. Trying to go for that gap fill there on the QQQ. Would you look at it? Trying to get that break up there, 455. We got news coming out here at 9:45 news. 9:45 news, people. All right, we got less than 30 seconds till the news comes out here. Get ready. Let's see what happens. There's the news. Watch this just crash back down now. Hey. We got that pivot point up there at the 58s. NASDAQ once again going for a new high here at the 50s. That 58, 59 pivot point up there. Will she get touched? Looks good. Looks good. All right, I've actually got to run. I got to go and get out of here. I got some things I got to do, so... Little painful short there at open. Was looking for that gap fill to get below that 700 level. The market just having too much strength right now. And it's funny because now we're pushing up into that gap to the upside. That 755, 455, 456 gap to the upside there. So we'll be back tomorrow for Turbo Tuesdays. Should have listened to myself. That 700 level was too strong. Good little lesson for everybody out there. Don't call out a level and then get short into that level and then when it holds, not get out of the trade. So it's just kind of bad read there. So little lesson. So little lesson for the people out there. All right. So I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Yeah, the 700 long was definitely the play this morning. 700 long all day. So, congrats to getting that. Like I said, I talked about that 700 level, and then I was up. Yeah, it is what it is. So, there it is. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. I gotta run. Peace to the Middle East.